whilst they were doing this, whilst they were screaming and all that type of stuff, I was actually doing a tarot reading, and I started the tarot reading at 2. So it was sometime after that I actually wrote down the times of some of the worst stuff that you can hear on the video. So
Okay,
it
so
was,
what exactly? Were you in your house at the time?
I was in my flat. Yes, I was in my flat
You
doing content.
so you were in your flat,
Yes.
and the Emma's children. Where were they?
They were upstairs above me because their bedroom is above mine.
Okay. Okay. And then, so what was it exactly that you said to me? Lots of screaming.
Yeah, it was lots of screaming, lots of shouting. There was an attempt by one of the children to start singing really loudly while I was doing the reading. And some of the worst noise pollution that you can hear on the video, because it doesn't pick up very much. Some of the worst noise pollution you can hear is at 2:51 p.m. Um, let me see. It was 2:51 p.m. That's when there was screaming. Um, at 3 o'clock, 1 past 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Let me see what else is going on. Yeah, there was screaming again, shouting again. There,
Screaming and shouting. Do you know why they were doing that?
they were doing that because I was doing a reading. They knew I was doing a reading, and they knew that would
How do
disturb
you
me.
know though, Fabienne? How do you know that it's because it's not even?
Because that's what they do. They know when I'm
Okay.
filming, they can hear me. These walls are thin, the door is thin, they can hear everything.
So what were you filming?
I was filming a tarot reading because anytime I do tarot readings or anything of the sort, anytime my attention is not on them, that is the type of activity that they get up to.
Okay. All right. So what day was that?
That was today.
Okay.
Would you like me to read the rest of the notes that I've got here? Because I've got other times as
Yeah.
well. All right. So before I was interrupted, I talked about 2 past 3 in the afternoon. There was let me see, there was noise pollution in the form of loud music, screaming, loud singing, arguing. So there was lots of counts of that. And I think the reason why I reported 2 counts, it wasn't actually 2 counts of harassment. What I actually did at 15:02 was I turned up the music because of the noise pollution, made some crack about being a targeted individual, and then at 15:03 there was more screaming and shouting again, and then at 15:10 there was noise
Have you
pollution.
ever spoken? Sorry, I don't know the history with you and the neighbour. Have you ever spoken to the neighbour about the children
Of course I've
tonight?
spoken to them. Do you seriously think I'd
Okay.
bust down their door lock and threaten to F them up if I hadn't
And
spoken to them?
what did police say when that happened?
They did nothing. That's what they always do. They do nothing.
No, to you, because if you smashed the door down or whatever you
All
said.
of that has been sorted out. The only reason why I even brought that out is because I brought that up is to give context to the situation.
Right. Okay. And what day was that when that took place?
That was a Saturday.
And that was recent, was it?
Well, yeah, pretty recent. But that's what they do. It wasn't even the first time I confronted them. That should be on the records too.
Okay, I've logged all of this. I'm just going to see if there's an officer in case.
Can I continue, or do you need time?
Is it a similar things? The arguing, the noise,
Well,
the children
at
upstairs.
15:10, somebody was leaving their property, and they know that because their door is right next to mine, if they start slamming the door, it's going to pick up on the camera.
Okay.
So that's more noise pollution. At 15:11, that's when everything quietened down. So the noise
Okay.
pollution went on for 20 minutes.
Okay. going to notify the officer in the case about this and ask they contact you. Is it best to contact you on this phone number?
It is.
It is. Okay. All right, then I shall do that.
Mhm.
I've put an entry of everything you've told me today
Okay.
on the report, harassment report, and I will ask the officer to make contact with you to see what's going to happen next. All right?
Thank you so much.
All right. Take care now.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Bye. The way these people try you, ridiculous. But you heard them. They're gonna contact me and they're gonna see what else they're gonna do. It's not gonna stop the harassment, but what it will do is it will build up a file. It will build up a case. So that's the end of that. We'll see what happens next.